and welcome to my new podcast, which is called Tell You Story. And this is something that I guess has been rattling around in the back of my mind for some time now, many years, in fact, and really started from, I guess you could say, a simple observation, which is when you talk to people about their journeys, be it career or personal, people often talk about the many moments that changed things for them as part of those journeys. You know, it could be a decision, an opportunity, something that happened that, I guess, shifted direction. And when those stories are told afterwards, they tend to sound really clear and well formed, as if the moment itself was obvious and the path forwards was really understood. Now, in practice, that's not how it feels when you're in those moments. Most of the time, things are unclear. They sit alongside everything else that's going on in your life. You know, you're working with often partial information, competing priorities, and I guess a degree of uncertainty about what happens next. That gap between how things are and how they are described. This is what my podcast is trying to explore. Each episode will focus on a single point in somebody's journey, not necessarily the the sense of a dramatic turning point. Though I'm sure we will probably have some of those, but a point where something shifted. That might be a decision, it might be an opportunity, it might be something that happened to them rather than something that they chose. And the aim is to understand that point in context. What led up to it? What the situation actually looked like at the time? What constraints were in play? What options were visible? And how the decision was made with the information available. Because that is the part that tends to get lost when these stories are simplified to a typical career journey narrative. And I think hopefully there is also something practical in this. Many people, I'm sure, listening to this and listening to the episodes are not looking back on a finished journey. You know, they are somewhere in their own journey, and the value here is not in the outcome. It is in the understanding of how other people have navigated similar situations. And to be clear, my intention isn't to extract a super clean narrative. Rather, it's to stay close to how things actually happened, so that, you know, if you are able to take anything from this, you can hear how people describe the situation that they're in, not just what they did. As I said, the context, the uncertainty, and the reasoning, such that if you find yourself in a similar position in the future, this hopefully will help you be more intentional in how you navigate your moments. This is my vision. This is what Tell Your Story is all about. I hope you enjoy.